Hello, we're going to be talking about forcible entry today. I know we've gone over this several times in the previous years, but we're throwing a little bit of a wrinkle in situations where if you get separated and you need to open the door by yourself, here's a few tricks to use to get yourself through a locked door. We're using a lot of the same premise as we would if we were with two people, but it's pretty important to have a wedge with you. If you don't have a wedge, maybe you could use the flathead axe, but a wedge is going to work better for you. We'll start with an outward swinging door. It doesn't matter if it's wood frame, wood door, or steel frame, steel door. You should be able to use the techniques on either one. Keep in mind that a metal door, metal frame, you're going to end up having to work a little bit harder, and you'll probably end up bending the door, but if we need out, we need out. So you come up to the door on an outward swinging door. We're going to use the adze end, get it driven in there, and start prying it over, rotating the tool down. You can see me making some space. Throw a wedge in there. Get in farther. Once you get the tool all the way in, quick hard pull. Okay, didn't go all the way. Tool in there again. As you can see, it's almost there. We're going to have Christian Peanut come in. He's going to do this as real time as possible. Here we go. So as you can see, Chris was able to do it all by himself. Didn't take a whole lot of time, but with a wedge and the married pair, it's doable. So now we have the door set up in an inward swinging, and you're going to use roughly the same premise. You're going to be using the adze end. Keep in mind the difference between a real door and our door is this stop will extend all the way up to the corner and actually run across the top. So it'll be, if you do it in real life, you're going to have to remember that the weakest spot of any inward swinging door are the corners, because there's nothing typically there to hold it closed, so you're going to get your most flex either up here or down low. In this situation with this door, I'm going to have to be as close to the top here. Again, we're going to be using the Halligan and the wedge. And what we're going to try to do is you get the tool in there, lean into the door to get some separation from the stop. Get the adze in there, rotate the tool down and start creating some space. Technically, we were already doing this when we've been practicing. The difference is that we just kept everything right here. As you start generating some space, you can start shoving the wedge in. And at a certain point, you're going to actually probably expose the back side of the frame. If you get that, you can stick the tool in there, get it around the frame, pull the tool back towards the door, and pop it open. So now I'm going to do it. Come up here, lean into the door, drive the tool in, rotate the tool. As I'm starting to rotate the tool, I can shove the wedge in there. As you can see, it's captured the progress that I made. I can reposition. Now the door is almost gone. I can now get the adze in around the frame on the door, get a quick hard pull. Open. And welcome. As you can see, I demonstrated that real quick. I'm going to have Christian come in. He's actually got a second wedge this time. My gut feeling is having multiple wedges with you is going to be to your benefit. Keep in mind, when he does this, a real door, if you're going to be up in the top corner, you're going to get flexation. Our prop here doesn't give you that much flex. What flex you're getting is actually breaking the wood behind. So here he is. Wedge up high. Right here. Yep. You've got it exposed front.
Yep, good.
Yeah. Grab that with the adze. You're going to get a top force. So there you go. He had a little bit of trouble. Again, part of the trouble that Christian was having is just how stiff our forcible entry prop is. A real door is not going to be like this. That upper corner is going to flex, and it'll flex quite a bit, especially if you're up top there with the adze and rolling the tool down. The other thing is it's going to hold the wedge for you. This one, once you get to a certain point, there's not a lot of pull back. The real door is going to hold the wedge for you to let you get in there and get a real good bite with the adze. And then as the door is going to let go, you're going to start seeing the frame, which allows you to hook the frame with the adze in. So, a couple things are going to happen, especially on an inward swinging door with the stop, especially if it's wood. A wooden stop or a rabbit, depending on how it's made, it's either going to come off when you put the adze between the door and the stop, or the door frame is going to break and the door is going to come open. Both things are a good thing. If the stop comes off, it's going to allow you to get the tool in there real easy to allow you to pop open the door, or if the frame breaks, you're in. And we're back. Christian had a little bit of trouble on that last demonstration. Keep in mind, again, this door doesn't completely operate or function like a real door would. When he started having a little bit of trouble, like 95% of the door was actually outside the frame. In real life, if a door is like that, it's more than likely open. So, the next thing I wanted to show you that you could do by yourself, the hands-on portion of this training, we'll see if we can let you do this, but I want you to be aware of it, is actually using the old proverbial baseball bat swing and using the point of the halligan. It can work for either an inward swinging door or an outward swinging door, and I'll show you how you can do it for an outward swinging door. It's going to work really, really well for wood frame because of the fact that you can actually drive this into the frame itself. It's not going to work as well or at all on steel frame, so you got to remember that. Inward swinging door, you come up and you swing. You want to actually kind of bounce it off the door a little bit so that when the point comes in, it's right by the door itself. Once it's driven in, then you're going to actually come down and towards you to pop open the door. The outward swinging door. I said you could use the baseball swing on that one. If you come up to a wood frame door that you can't get your adze in just too tight, take the point of the halligan, swing it just inside the frame, driving that point in there. And then it's a quick hard pull. If you've driven it in far enough, you may catch the door come out. Or the other thing that will happen is that it will take some of the frame with it. If the frame comes, the chunk of that frame comes, you might have enough room to put your adze in there and get it behind the door. If you can't yet, you've done the baseball swing once, do it again. Swing it in there. Because you want to make sure that you're going through the frame here. Second time, you got it driven in there, give it a good hard pull like that, more than likely the door is going to pop open for it because you've disintegrated the frame itself. These techniques are for when it's a one-person forcible entry. Again, I'm not condoning that we're off by ourselves doing forcible entry, but if you, for whatever reason, you are there and you need out and you're by yourself, you got separated, and you come across a locked door and you need to get through it, these techniques are decent, relatively effective techniques that can get you through that door, and if nothing else, get you out, but at least it can get you into an area, maybe an area of refuge. Pace, so Christian. Hello, and welcome, and welcome, and we're back. Cut, cut, open.